Good evening. This is Anthony Miller, Project Manager for the Special Districts Division of the Department of Public Works, presenting the Agreement 324-00239 with SGD Enterprises doing business as Four Seasons Landscaping for landscape maintenance services within Community Facilities District Number 5. Recommendation for the Public Works and Transportation Committee. That the Public Works and Transportation Committee recommend that the City Council approve and authorize the mayor to execute the agreement with SGD Enterprises doing business as Four Seasons Landscaping for landscape maintenance services within Community Facilities District Number 5 in the amount not to exceed $6,545,000 for the maximum 5-year and 2-month term of the agreement. The initial agreement term will be 14 months, ending December 31st, 2024. After the initial term, the agreement may be extended for 4 additional 1-year terms with a fully extended final term ending on December 31st, 2028. Recommendation for the City Council. That the City Council approve and authorize the mayor to execute the agreement with SGD Enterprises doing business as Four Seasons Landscaping for landscape maintenance services within Community Facilities District Number 5 in the amount not to exceed $6,545,000 for the maximum 5-year and 2-month term of the agreement. The initial agreement term will be 14 months, ending December 31st, 2024. After the initial term, the agreement may be extended for 4 additional 1-year terms with a fully extended final term ending on December 31st, 2028. This is a map of special districts in the city of Oxnard. Background. The Special Districts Division of the Public Works Department is responsible for the maintenance, operation, and administration of the city's 50 special districts, including Community Facilities District Number 5, CFD 5, or River Park. Each of these special districts have specific individual authorized services and improvements, including, but not limited to, park landscapes, open spaces, parkways, medians, other public improvements, and recreation and park amenities such as picnic shelters, restrooms, arbors, and fountains. Properties within these districts are charged an annual parcel charge for the purposes of maintaining these and other authorized services and improvements. Properties within each district are assessed in an annual parcel assessment for the purposes of maintaining these and other authorized services and improvements within their district. Since 2019, Garcia's Landscape Incorporated has provided the landscape maintenance services for CFD 5. River Park was established in 2005 with the approval of property owners to pay for the cost and expense of providing the public services within the River Park development, which includes but is not limited to the following per formation documents: maintenance of parks, parkways, and open space, recreation program services, library services, maintenance services for elementary and secondary school sites and structures, and the operation and maintenance of museums and cultural facilities, flood and storm protection services, costs incurred in establishing the district and creating the levy of the special tax, financial advisor fees and expenses, appraisal and price point study costs, maintenance reserves, and district council fees and expenses, ongoing administrative fees of the district, the city, and any trustee, fiscal agent, or financial administrator related to the district, reimbursement of costs related to the formation of the district advanced by the city, any landowner in the district, or any party related to any of the foregoing, as well as reimbursement of any costs advanced by the city, any landowner in the district, or any party related to any of the foregoing for services, fees, or other purposes or costs of the district. Police protection services, local park, recreation, parkway, and open space facilities. CFD 5 is the largest CFD the division manages at 702 acres and is directly managed by a project manager and 2 landscape maintenance inspectors who perform direct maintenance and monitor various contractors. This landscape maintenance agreement will provide services at the frequency and service level that is specified in the agreement. The services include trash pickup, mowing, weeding, maintenance of all plant material and ground cover, application of fertilizer, pesticides, and herbicides, removal of graffiti, and servicing park improvements. The ball fields that are located at Rio Vista Middle School and Rio Del Mar Elementary are part of CFD 5, but they are maintained under a separate agreement. The landscape contractor is to furnish all labor, materials, supplies, and equipment to complete the work as required by this agreement. Currently, CFD 5 is maintained at service level A and is expected to remain at this level unless there are funding restrictions or community requests to change the level of service. In order to maintain the selected level of service and ensure quality performance by the contractor, special district staff will meet with the contractor on a monthly basis to review their performance. Any failures to provide services that are not addressed in a timely and professional manner will result in a penalty for each occurrence against the contractor's monthly invoice. The Purchasing Department released a request for bid, RFB, PW24-23, for Landscape Maintenance-Community Facilities District CFD 5, River Park, on August 29, 2023, with a bid due date of September 20th, 2023. The RFB received a total of 3 bids from the following contractors: SGD Enterprises, doing business as Four Seasons Landscaping, Mariposa Landscapes Incorporated, and Garcia's Landscaping Maintenance Incorporated. Each bid was evaluated based on the total cost of service for all service levels, aggregate, on an annual basis. The as needed, as required, and the additional irregular services prices were included as a one-time expense. These prices were compiled into a total bid price, which was then used to determine the lowest bidder. Therefore, the actual annual cost of the lowest bid will be less than the aggregate total. The aggregate bid totals received are as follows: SGD Enterprises, $2,979,001.63. Mariposa Landscapes Incorporated, $4,207,717.59. Garcia's Landscape Maintenance Incorporated, $6,841,408. After initial review, staff identified challenges in comparing the bids, and the 3 companies were issued a request for clarification, RFC, and an updated rate sheet to utilize with a due date of September 26, 2023. An additional review was conducted with a determination of SGD Enterprises, doing business as Four Seasons Landscaping, to be the lowest responsive bidder pursuant to the process outlined in the Oxnard Municipal Code. Staff has confirmed that SGD Enterprises, doing business as Four Seasons Landscaping, meets all required city contractual provisions, including possession of a city business tax certificate, insurance certificates, and corporate filing with the California Secretary of State. Based upon the available information and research performed to date, staff believes that the contractor is capable of satisfactorily providing the necessary services. For 5 years and 2 months shall not exceed $6,545,000. Increases to the contract price may be requested by the contractor and cannot exceed a 3% increase year over year. Any increase requested must be substantiated with supporting documentation such as increases in materials pricing, CPI increases, or other cost increases. The city reserves the right to request a price reduction. Any change in pricing must be requested in writing and must be agreed to by both city and contractor prior to the changes taking effect. Prices may be adjusted per the language in the agreement on an annual basis after the initial 14-month term. The estimated spending plan for fiscal year 2023-24 is $770,000, commencing November 9th, 2023. Sufficient funds are included in the adopted fiscal year 2023-24 operating budget, and subsequent fiscal years will be requested through the annual budget process. This agreement will be funded in its entirety from the CFD 5 Professional Services Account 60503801-53200. Questions?